What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Economic Events. Today, we're going to be reading an article from Yahoo Finance about Uber and Lyft. Can Uber and Lyft ever make real money? The article discusses how ride-hailing companies like Uber and Lyft are facing challenges in their pursuit of profitability, with concerns about their ability to generate sustained, real-world profits despite their popularity and significant valuations. These companies continue to grapple with high cost and driver shortages and regularity issues, casting doubt on their long-term financial viability and raising questions about the sustainability of their business models. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with Uber and Lyft, it's a ride sharing company. It's pretty much just like a modern day taxi. You download the app, you go ahead and request a ride as far as where your destination is to where you plan to go, and from there it takes you there. The price varies based on distance, time. Let's see, distance, time. What else is it? I'm not sure what else it varies on. So those are the main keys. We'll just go with that for now. So, and then I've got here in my notes that Uber reported that in the second quarter of the year, they had an operating profit of $326 million. It's the first time in the black. Now, for my non-accounting viewers, companies go by black and red. If you're black, it means that your company is profitable. If you're red, it means your company's unprofitable and losing money. So there's a difference there. And then what else do I have here? And the company has clocked up $31 billion of net losses since its first available results in 2014. I guess 2014 is when they started putting out how much money they're making and losing, and they haven't made any money clearly. Now, a company that's losing $31 billion in 9 years, how are they in business? That's over $3 billion in losses a year. It's mind-boggling. So. This is just another one of those things where it's just like they say, the way Uber and Lyft, their business model set up is the fact that they're predicated on somebody needing a ride while also having a driver. So it's the old adage of what came first, the chicken or the egg. So you got the driver and you got the ride is more important. That's for you guys to decide in the comment section below. I think what would really just flip the lid on this whole Uber and this Lyft business model is if like an Elon Musk comes out of nowhere and does his own ride sharing thing with Tesla and says, hey, anybody who owns a Tesla, you want to do the ride sharing company, I'll give you 95% and I'll keep 5%, but you got to buy. Now he can do a couple different things with it. You know, he could do like a leasing program or just buy the car outright, outfit through Tesla, and then so Elon's making money up front and he's making money on the back end if you want to do in residual if you want to do the ride sharing with him. And also Tesla is working on, if they don't have it already, the autopilot system, which is something that Uber is hoping to do. Uber and Lyft is hoping to do in the future, where they autonomous vehicles and they can eliminate the cost of having a driver. So good luck with that. I personally would not want to be in a driverless vehicle unless if I'm behind the wheel, which at that point it kind of defeats the purpose of needing Uber or Lyft. So that's a little too risky for me. At the time of recording this video, according to Google, Uber and Lyft have actually never made a profit. So I think Uber came out in 2009, and I think Lyft came out in 2012. Or maybe I have those backwards. It doesn't really matter. The companies are pretty much the same. But either one, the fact that neither one has ever been profitable for an entire year, that's a red flag. You know, there's this guy, famous investor. He's on Shark Tank. His name is Kevin O'Leary, which in the last year or so, he's been famous for another thing with FTX. That's a whole debacle for another video at some point down the road. But anyway, this Kevin O'Leary has this famous line that goes, If the company has no cash flow, then you must say no. And I'm with him on that. Why would I want to put money into a company that's they've never made money? How are you supposed to pay me back as an investor if I'm investing in your company? So that'd be a huge red flag to me. I obviously Uber and Lyft, they're used a lot. Again, at the time of recording this video, Uber's stock is, let's see, what is Uber stock at? It's $43 a share, and then Lyft is at $11.38. Well, I guess the market cap is more important. So Lyft's market cap is $4.3 billion, while Uber's is $89 billion. So it's a huge discrepancy there, but again, it's the same company. They do the same thing. You know, there's not much difference there. One, their logo is pink. Their logo is black and white. So it all just depends whatever you prefer. I haven't really used Uber or Lyft much as far as a rider goes, mainly because I don't drink. So I think that's the reason behind it's a good business model. It really is. You know, you go in, instead of paying, let's just say $30-$40 an hour for parking in the downtown area, depending on where you live. You go ahead and you avoid that. You just go ahead and pay somebody else to drive you there, and then you drink all you want, and it's a safer thing than driving drunk. So it's a good business model there. Noble, I like what they're doing, but it seems like they have a good idea, but they just don't know how to run the company successfully or profitably, at least. So clearly, if the company's been around for over a decade, it's successful at something. It's just not successful at making money. So huge problem there. Just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys like Uber? Do you guys like Lyft? Which one do you like more? Because I know there's people out there who they're only about Uber. They're only about Lyft, and I hear them having the stupidest arguments, going back and forth. No, Uber's better. No, Lyft is better. It doesn't matter. Neither one of those companies is paying your bills. In fact, unless you're an Uber driver or Lyft driver, which that's a little bit too risky too, because if you're driving the car and it's late at night, and for example they're sitting right behind you, and those people are feeling kind of angry at the world or whatever, they just come and just grab you around the neck and just start choking you. What can you do? I guess the only solution would be there is driving really crazy into a ditch or something to get them off you. But then at that point you injure yourself and you destroy your vehicle, and at that point who knows if Uber and Lyft will even believe your story. You may need to have a camera in your car at all times just for protection and safety purposes. So while you can't make money with the company driving for them, there's a lot of risk. They can ban your account at any given moment without warning. I know many people who had the issue where Uber and Lyft was their main source of income, but all of a sudden they just cut the lights off on them, and that can be very scary. At least with a 9-to-5 job, you kind of you get warnings, and you get your boss will tell you, hey, your performance is going down, or your whatever. You can kind of get or maybe in some cases they'll lay you off, and they'll let you know, hey, in about 2 weeks you're out of here, or you're out of here today, but we'll pay you at least for the next month. That's a severance package, whereas you don't get any security like that with Uber and Lyft. In fact, knowing that the company has never made a profit, that's a little bit concerning. Is how much longer will that company even be around? So that's just my personal opinion on Uber and Lyft. If for you drivers out there who do it, hey, shout out to you. You guys are keeping the streets cleaner, safer, all that. And for you riders that are using it, really good idea. Making sure that you guys don't drive drunk or drive under the influence of whatever it may be. So it's it's a very good business model. It's just the problem is that the company's unprofitable. I would be very curious if an Elon Musk comes out, or even like a Toyota, Honda, whoever, they just come out and have their own, I don't know, autonomous vehicle, or have their own ride-sharing company, and they just say, hey, Uber and Lyft, we don't really want to pay you the middleman costs. We're just gonna go ahead and do it ourselves. Then, at that point, what's Uber and Lyft gonna do? They have they have no leverage there. You know, they don't make cars. They don't have driving. Their drivers are not employees. They're 1099s, independent contractors. So at that point, Lyft and Uber would be screwed. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Remember to like the video, subscribe.